How to create an effective homepage for your crypto project. You have finally decided to create a new homepage for your crypto project or redesign your current one. That's awesome. Now you will probably start searching for a designer. That's not awesome and a pure mistake. Why calling a designer immediately for your crypto website is a mistake. In our other video, we discussed why the wrong website could be catastrophic for your crypto project. I admit it, you will need a designer in the end, but don't call them yet. If you want a landing page that is effective and delivers the results that you are looking for, you need to do some work first. You need to prepare something called a page wireframe. The wireframe is basically the structure of your future page with all its elements, but in a black and white format. You should lay out your ideas in order to create something that represents your blockchain product in an effective way. Using a wireframe is a much better process to start with the design of your homepage or pages because no designer in the world knows more about your crypto project and its target audience, messaging, and offer than you. Designers are not marketers. They can't prepare a website that is conversion optimized, but they can do something beautiful and useful. You can collaborate with your team and current customers about the future homepage and get feedback if your structure is representing your crypto brand in a convincing and proper way. You can see your ideas in a more visual way so you can refine them and make the end result astonishing even for you. It will save you a lot of time and money for changes, redesign, and communication with your designer. We are living in a very technological world, so there are digital instruments for almost everything. There is a tool that I have been using for a lot of time, even Apple and Tesla have used it. And it is great for creating wireframes. It is called Balsamiq Cloud. I'm not their affiliate, but it just works great. Here is part of the wireframe of my current homepage. Now you know how beneficial it can be for your blockchain business to create a wireframe, and you will be using a tool that top brands are using. So what's next? How to create an excellent wireframe for your crypto website? That's a great question. Knowing that you need a wireframe is the first step to having a marketing effective website. The next one is to prepare yourself before you start working on it, which means planning what to include on your future website. You have two options here: to model the website of a competitor, to create a wireframe based on your gut feeling and marketing experience. Both options can work for you because nobody knows more about your blockchain solution than you do. If you ask me, in the beginning, you should check your competitors or successful crypto brands and prepare a list with ideas. Try to find the sections and the elements that you like the most and believe that can be a good fit for your homepage. Starting from ground zero is a little complicated and can be frustrating. However, modeling other websites is much more fun. Your goal with your wireframe is to lay out all the sections that you think your homepage should have and then place the elements in the sections. So the idea is to first start with the base part and then work on the details, and finally work on the texts and other things that will make your wireframe complete. Now, let me make your life a little easier by giving you a list of elements that you should include for an effective crypto website. Effective crypto website, Element 1, Header. The first thing that someone is going to see on your website is your header or the first part of your website. In most cases, it includes a menu on the top and then text with an image or video. If we exclude the menu, the goal of this part of your website is to answer a very important question. What's your offer and how it will make my life better? You should aim with 1 or 2 sentences to answer this question. When I say 1 or 2, I mean 1 for the headline and 1 for the subheadline. And if you want, you can include 3 bullet points below to explain more. Together with that, you should include a call to action button below so your visitors can know what they should do next. There is one more reason why you need one in the beginning. I am sure that you have heard about the emotional action takers that don't think much and act. This button is made for them because they are impatient and want everything immediately. This is an important group of buyers that you should not miss. The other important element that you should have in your header is an image or a video that does one of these two things or both. Visualize your heading, explains your words with an image or video, shows the transformation that people/business owners will get by using your blockchain solution. Actually, the transformation one is the more powerful option, but if your heading is not somehow connected to it, there is something wrong and you should reconsider it. You don't need to search for an image in the beginning. This is the final phase, and you may not even have to search for it. However, it will be beneficial for your business and for the designer if you can explain how you think the image should look like so they can find it for you. But if you want to be sure that the designer will find the closest to your imagination image or photo, I can give you a small trick. Here it is. Figure out a word or a phrase that represents the idea of the image that you want to visualize and go to Google Images. Type it out and hit the search button. Now you will have a list of images and photos that Google thinks visualize your idea in the best way, and if people see it they will think the same way. You just have to find the image that is closest to your idea and includes it directly on your wireframe, but that should be done after you have completed the whole wireframe. If you have chosen a video for this first part of the website, leave the script for the end. You have other important things to think about now. As we mentioned in the beginning, as part of the first section you will probably have some sort of a menu. My suggestion for you is to try to reduce it as much as possible and leave the not so important links for the bottom menu. The idea is to reduce the distractions as much as possible so the visitor can focus on the most important things that can help them decide to work with you or not. One more important thing to keep in mind for this part of your wireframe is that it is a good idea to place the same call to action button that you have below your header in the top right corner of your menu. The reason being is that eye tracking studies show that this is where our gaze naturally goes when we scan the page. Probably you have heard the saying that people follow the Z pattern when they are scanning pages. Effective crypto website, Element 2, your value proposition. It is great that you have explained in 1 or 2 sentences your offer, but this will not be enough for most people to start doing business with you. You need to explain to your visitors what they'll get when they invest in your blockchain solution, and what are the benefits for them. Are you going to save them time? Are you going to save them money? Are you going to make them money? In all cases, explain the benefits, not the features. If you want, you can use bullet points to explain that or 3 separate columns. It is up to you. Here is one pro tip: use up to 3 benefits. The best would be to have precisely 3 bullet points. It is proven that this amount is the best performing, effective crypto website. Element 3, social proof. No one wants to be the first to do business with you. I know that it may sound harsh, but this is the sad reality. That's okay, because now you know that you have a problem, so the next step is to solve it. Humans think as a herd, so we need to know that someone from it has already done what we plan to do, or we may have trouble with the trust. The easy cure for that is to use testimonials or logos of top brands that you have worked with or you have been featured. Make sure to include this social proof on your wireframe. I have seen many well-converting websites to put them in after their header so they can quickly show their authority and credibility, but it is up to you to decide where is the best place for this element. In all cases, it is better to have it and be placed in a not very good position than not having it at all. Effective crypto website, Element 4, the easy steps. Almost no one likes to have difficulties in life, especially when they have to spend money. We want the process of buying something to be smooth and frictionless. And your goal with this element or section is to show that it will be exactly that if the visitor decides to do business with you. You can easily achieve that by explaining the process of using your blockchain solution in 3 steps: e.g., buy, implement, and be happy. Include short paragraphs below if it is needed for clarification, but this is not mandatory. Effective crypto website. Element 5, money-back guarantee. People need security. It is one of our basic needs. This is what Maslow has discovered. Your goal is to convince your visitors that they are in safe hands and there is no risk for them. This is where your guarantee comes to help. So when you are writing it, keep 2 things in mind. How to remove the whole risk from your potential client's shoulders. How to incorporate some of your blockchain solution benefits in your copy. It shouldn't be something complicated, but something easy to understand, believe, and trust. We all love to do risk-free things and invest in them when we know that if things go wrong, we can get our money back. Effective crypto website, Element 6 explanation. You have a great blockchain solution, but does everybody understand why they should choose you? Use this section to explain and visualize this. It may be a longer text, not more than 400 to 500 words, but there are always going to be people that want to know more about your crypto brand before pulling the trigger. Give that explanation to them, and if it becomes a little longer, make sure to include a read more button that expands the text. Hint: it would be a big mistake if this button redirects them to another page. One more thing, when you are preparing your copy for this section, think about the pain points that you are solving for people. Don't talk about how great you are and your crypto solution. No one cares about that, I'm sorry, but that's the reality. You should talk about solving your future clients' problems and satisfying their needs. This is what they care about. Effective crypto website, Element 7, frequently asked questions. If you have an innovative or unique blockchain solution, your visitors will probably have questions. And a great way to show that you understand them is to write the questions that are popping into their heads after checking your website. This is truly beneficial because if these are the real questions that they will have, this will make them feel more connected to you and even trust you more. Their subconscious mind will help them feel like talking with someone who knows them well, someone like a friend. We trust our friends when they advise us to buy something, in most cases. You need this bond to make the sell or investment easier for them. Effective crypto website, Element 8, you and your team. People need to know who they are going to do crypto business with and what is their background. Some crypto brands prefer to reveal their team members as part of their homepage or About Us page, and this is not a bad option, but it is up to you to decide. In all cases, there should be a place on your website where people can learn more about you and your great team. I am sure that you know how important is this for investors these days, and it will become even more crucial in the future. Effective crypto website, Element 9 footer. This is the end of the page. There shouldn't be anything after that. You can include all types of links here. There aren't many recommendations that I can give you for this part of your homepage, because it doesn't matter much for your website's effectiveness. Something that may help is to include more social proofs if you can, in a form of logos of auditing companies, KYC companies, or things like that. And certainly, try to include the links that people will look for from a crypto brand like yours. Here you have another option to show how good you understand them. Conclusion: okay, now you have all the elements for a great homepage. Feel free to use part or all of them, but based on my experience, using all is the best. I know that it may look like a really long page and this may sound scary, but we are talking about crypto innovation here. People are not very familiar with this world yet. They need more convincing and explanation before investing. Even if you are in the B2B, you are still dealing with people. You shouldn't be afraid of creating extensive pages as long as they provide value, have a logical structure, and keep the interest of the reader. If you can achieve all these three things, you will have a very powerful marketing asset. Final notes: now that you have your crypto brand wireframe ready, make sure to invite your colleagues to check it out and give feedback. Do the same with your customers if it is possible, and keep refining till you reach the point that it is good enough. If you feel the need or get a reason to remove a section, just do it. All the sections, elements, and even words should be there to work in your favor, not against you. So if you think that something should be there just because you like it there, but the feedback shows that it is useless, just delete it. At the same time, don't be caught in the months-long refinement. The best test will be when people start voting with their wallets. Get the feedback, implement the changes, and send it to the designer together with all the texts and directions needed. The process of creating a wireframe for your crypto brand may feel overwhelming, but you should do it. it will have a significant effect on the results that your website can deliver. Then you can hire a great designer and developer to bring this to life with a calm mind because you've already done all the fundamental thinking. That can get you a result-oriented website. Need help with your wireframe or design and development? We would be really happy to help you with your wireframe and design needs, so you can save time and energy and have a powerful website in the end. Let's jump on a free call to discuss your situation and needs. Even if we don't work together, we will give you directions on how to properly do the work by yourself. If you liked our video, make sure to like the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to never miss any upcoming videos.